Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another video. So in this video, I actually wanted to talk about a video that I had stumbled upon. This guy, Dave Balder, he's the co-founder of Flipside Crypto. In case you don't know, Flipside Crypto is, think of it like Dune Analytics on steroids. And what I mean by that is not only does it look at on-chain data, but it has a community aspect to it to help gain insights. And then also, if you're familiar with Quest, it has that as well. So in this presentation, and I highly recommend watching it, but there was one slide that stood out for me and how we could apply it to X1 once mainnet comes out and we need to start marketing. Because here's the problem. When it comes to any product or service, it's hard to market. And it's very demanding to ask your community to go market something when A, they're not marketers, and B, they might not necessarily know how to do it. And so this slide is almost like a framework that we can use for X1 mainnet. And it's pretty simple. Think of it like a funnel. At the top of the funnel, you have awareness, and then at the very bottom, you have retention. So awareness, let's say I post something on X and I get eyeballs. That's awareness. Now, how do we track awareness for X1? Well, that would be impressions. So if I tweet about X1 and I get 1,000 impressions, okay, now we have something to work with. The next phase is acquisition. So that's where somebody actually signs up or they get a new wallet and it shows on chain. So in the case of X1, when a new wallet is generated or somebody puts some XNT in their wallet, that is the acquisition part, and that's how we measure it. Thirdly, activation. Great, they have a wallet, they have some XNT, but did they actually do any transactions? At least one transaction, whether it's sending tokens or moving XNT around, but that's what activation actually means. And we can measure the more transactions, the better. And then finally, retention. Just because somebody sends a transaction doesn't mean that they're going to stick around. So what's the lifetime value of a specific wallet? And so when we think of marketing in terms of this framework, the Flipside utilization funnel, we can actually now go to market and approach this from more of a process and a system rather than just having us spam a bunch of people and hope that X1 gains adoption. So I guess the moral of the story, first and foremost, go check out this full video. It's pretty cool. There's a lot of good detail, and we can apply it to X1 once mainnet comes. And actually, we can even start now around awareness, which is kind of what we're doing. And then also the big takeaway here is when it's time for us to go harder when it comes to marketing, let's think in terms of awareness, acquisition, activation, and retention, and actually measure. We can use tools like Flipside Crypto to be able to see that. Anyways, guys, hope this video was a value add. Comment down below what you think. Do you like this framework when it comes to approaching whether it's X1 or a project on X1? Do you like this marketing approach? If so, let me know. And looking forward to X1 mainnet. All right, see you guys.